demi-plie, and then grand plie, butt low to the ground, knees reaching over the second toes. Tendu, foot caressing the floor and then pointing. Front, fifth, side, fifth, back, forth, temps plie. And then dégagé, slow and fast. The foot caresses and then flies. Front, side, back, side, front. Rond de jambe, the foot sweeping graceful half circles into the floor. And fondu and développé, the legs growing long now, delicious bloom in the hips and the inner thighs. Frappé, the legs loose at the knees, the feet playful. And finally, grand battement, lifting high, throwing the leg front, side, back, side. Company class is both repetitive and vital. Allison is one of my favorite ballet mistresses at the company. She is perpetually in a good mood. Her combinations are thoughtful, her corrections precise and gentle. She's in the middle of the room now, humming to herself and doing a kind of half-dancing sketching. I barely have to listen as she sets the next steps. I have been taking class with Allison since my student days at the School of American Ballet. The New York City Ballet does not hold open auditions. It pulls its dancers from SAB. Every class was a battle raged against imperfection. I remember the desperate thrill of it, the hunger. I stood out because of my blackness, and I was determined then to obliterate it, to render my blackness irrelevant with perfection. Kaz, NYCB's artistic director, took an interest in me early. He would slip into a class of young dancers, study us with his trademark stare, and he'd stop in front of me, watching me up close, very rarely offering a correction, only looking. To have Kaz's eye on you was like an anointment, his very gaze material, an investiture. His fascination with me was unnerving, terrifying. His visits to classes were unpredictable. I never knew when he would be watching me, and so I had to constantly be perfect, beautiful. I was the only black face in a sea of white and tan. I could not be anything but visible. The pressure was enormous. I couldn't have a bad turn day or a fat day when no matter which clothes I wore, which mirror I checked, which angle I viewed myself from, all I saw was my body taking up too much space. When my knees started to ache, I couldn't sit out for the big jumps at the end of class. I was a brick brown kid from Brooklyn. There were people around me, students and faculty alike, waiting for proof that I couldn't be graceful, that I was too heavy, too muscular, that my feet were too big, too flat, that I wasn't classical. Ballet has always been about the body, the white body specifically. So they watched my black body, waited for it to confirm their prejudices, grew ever more anxious as it failed to do so again and again. I mark the little flourishes, the movement phases with my hands and feet, and then my body knows what to do. This has always been a skill of mine, remembering. I have been doing this routine, or variations thereof, every day for 17 years. It is as ingrained in me as the movements required for tying my ribbons. I don't have to think about it. Instead, I return to a favorite daydream of mine. I see the curtains rising, and the violin concerto is inflating, an orchestral bubble, and I can never work out whether it is I who appears first or my brother. Dwelling on Paul is a precious and carefully rationed indulgence. I just want him to see me now. Preparation. Paul's arrival in the world came 10 years before my own. I remember the bony press of my brother's lanky thigh against my knobby knee.